Most likely they're gonna wind up like me, all shot up from head to toe. My entire body is covered with scars. My back is bullet holes running all through it. My legs, my thighs. I can't even walk properly. K-47 went in here and blew out all this. Bone, tore up. My hands, my fingers, they don't even work. This hand is just here. All the crimes that y'all don't think y'all getting away with or doing, or thinking that there's no repercussion, or there's repercussion behind everything. Prison, death, or broke up and shot up like me, with nothing to show for what you done did in your life other than, people say I'm a folk hero, this and that. No, you a fool, and I was a fool. That's why the lifestyle, money, cars, home, women, jewelry, I had all that. Where's that now? Government got it. It took everything from me. You don't get to keep none of that. Government gonna take all that from you. It's not gonna be too good when you got to sleep on that. I sleep on the memories of that cab driver getting killed. And that hurt me to the day I break out and cry because this man was innocent. He didn't do anything. But he lost his life because of our stupidity.
I'm your professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you see the clip. So I saw the guy, talking about all the people he killed online. And I'm glad I saw this clip because a lot of y'all folks who like really have this infatuation with the criminal element, the underworld or whatever, y'all never get to the end of the story. Like, how did this story end? In jail, in prison, broke. All this stuff really wasn't worth it at the end of the day. Like a lot of y'all act like, oh man, I'm gonna be in the streets and I'm gonna be a millionaire in the streets and I might do a little time. I'm gonna bury the money in the backyard and put it in the bank and to save the deposit box and everybody gonna look out for me. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep it together. They're gonna be down for me. That's not gonna happen, buddy. That's not gonna happen. You bury the money. If you don't wrap it right, it's gonna mold. So that money, you ain't gonna have all of it. You might have some of it, but not all of it. You put it in a safety deposit box, and guess what's gonna happen? It's not necessarily gonna be in your name per se. It could be, couldn't be. Like if you're smart enough, you could or whatever. But if you don't, that's on you. So somebody else's name, you get locked up, they're going to take the money out the box. If you got people to hold this money while I do a little time, I guarantee you they're going to steal it. You put, houses and property in other people's name. By the time you need that stuff, it's my stuff now. I don't know what you're talking about. You're going to get played. So all you folks who think this is some kind of hustle where y'all can be the super criminal and figure out how to make it out of the system, the people that you trust going to rob you. And guess what? You could be a killer all you want, but you ain't gonna kill them 9 times out of 10. So cut it out. Cut it out. So the other thing, when he lifted up his shirt and like, I got shot up, I got this, I got that. See, a lot of y'all don't get it. It ain't fun like that. Y'all don't realize, how people have gotten hurt. Stabbed, shot, beat up, tortured. And then it ain't worth it at that point. Like everything you do to somebody in these streets is going to eventually be done to you. Just understand that. One way or the other, it's going to come back to you. One way or the other. So if you're not prepared for that, don't get involved in that, And in the same way, you celebrate your wins. If you take a loss to somebody, you got to hold that L too. You can't turn around and be like, oh, I got a story to tell. No. But for me, a lot of this stuff is kind of like, misplaced anger and making excuses to be, off the chain. And what I mean is this. A lot of y'all don't want to hear it, but the reason a lot of folks go to crime is because they were lazy and stupid. They didn't prepare themselves when they were getting their education in grade school and high school to be something. They just I'm gonna just be here. And then you kind of fell into the streets because you wasn't doing nothing. You had no skills and you never wanted to have any skills. So let me just do this quick stuff for some money. And you find yourself in these situations, and if you do it long enough, you get better at it. But it's really not a life that you really, it's a reckless lifestyle that might be fun to you while you're doing it. And that means when I say while you're doing it, while you're the one who's imposing your will on other people. But when they start imposing their will on you, it becomes, oh, I ain't know it was like that. And it's like, hey, man, you got to take the good with the bad. But a lot of these guys tell you, it's a waste of time. You waste your time, you waste your life. It's a waste of time. And when they tell you it's a waste of time, what you should do is listen. Because nowadays, and I don't know how to say this any other way, but nowadays, you get into the workforce and you realize in the workforce, it's a lot of young men and young women who decided to get a job because they were failed gangsters, who luckily with certain jobs didn't get a felony, didn't get a charge, so they can get hired. And you can look at, oh, okay, you thought you was gonna be in them streets like that, and then you realize, I took on a look, I took on a persona, I took on all the the swagger of all of it, and then when it got real, I gotta go get a job. I'm not, I'm not doing, they shot, They shot all my stuff up. Whoa. They shot, yeah, my mama. Yeah, what you gonna do about it? They crazy. Hey, I'm out. Good. You shouldn't have never started. You shouldn't have never got in the first place. But y'all better listen to these guys, man. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Tell me what you think. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take it.